Hello, everybody, and welcome to my podcast for June 15th. This is 2025. I'm Dr. Cedric Wood, and this is my podcast, and I could call it Family Therapy Works. I only thought of that today because sometimes, like today, I'm not going to be talking about family therapy, but it's interesting that the very same skills that I use here in my office with families who come in here for family therapy could be used for these leaders of countries around the world. Can you believe that Netanyahu has decided to attack Iran? Unbelievable. I hope most Americans are shocked and full of dismay. Wrong, wrong, wrong thing to do, Mr. Netanyahu. Didn't you have enough trouble with Hamas over in Gaza Strip that you didn't have to reach out for more trouble, kill more people, raising the ire and anger and need for righteous indignation, retribution? I've got that on one of my posters. In fact, I've got it right there. I'll show it to you. Right there. See, this is all about being aggressive. Where does it start? All these leaders had a lot of trounsel right there. What does that mean? In their childhood, they had trauma. They had rejection, probably from parents. They had abuse. They had unkind, uncaring, unhealthy communication because parents don't want to learn healthy communication. They're above that. We don't need that. Neglect, chaos, indulgence, and loss. And all this goes into the system, their psychological system, and they have a resting anger and resentment. I have that at the top. You see that at the top there? Anger and resentment. Below that, A-R-I-R-A, I call it ARIRA. That's not a very good acronym. But what that leads to is arrogance. We're the ones in the right. We're the ones that need to feel safe. Well, yes, I want you to feel safe, of course. And then it goes to righteous indignation and retributional aggression. That's the right thing to do. Netanyahu, no. If you have a problem with Iran, then you meet with them and you talk to them about that. Well, Dr. Wood, that's what they were doing. The Americans were having a round of talks with them. Where is the script of that? I'd like to read that. It might take me several days, but I would be looking for healthy communication techniques like I teach my people here in the office so that they can have healthy communications. I won't go over them right now because I want to just focus on the fact that they are flirting with World War III. Totally inappropriate. And I hope the Israeli people are shaking their heads saying, leaders of our country, wrong, wrong, wrong to do that. There's just got to be a better way. Now, of course, if you just took out where they were enriching their uranium, I could maybe kind of understand that. But no, they killed, they murdered quite a few of the head military people. And you might say, I guess, out of your fear that was so wrong, but it was kind of understandable. But the top scientists, they were just highly educated men and maybe women that were doing their job and very interested in the science they were doing, kind of like I am. And now they're dead. It goes beyond the pale. Why would you think that's okay? There's got to be so much arrogant, aggressive feeling inside the number of people that are at the head of Israel. And after all this time, how many 52,000 that you've killed over in Gaza, men, women, and children? Well, we were trying to get to the Hamas. Okay. Hamas sat there and said, we're going to set up our headquarters in the bottom of the hospital. That way, the Israelis, they're very good people. They'll never bomb a hospital. And so we'll be safe here to do our dastardly deeds. Yeah, take hostages and kill some of them. You're overestimating your neighbors there. They were not above doing that. So in go the drones and the rockets into the hospitals, killing patients, killing innocent people, destroying where other Gazans could go and get treatment in case they got sick or hurt. I mean, it's beyond the pale. Incomprehensible that they don't know how to get centered, get grounded, think it through, activate the adult. That's down here. There's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's the adult 4, adult 5, and adult 6. The adult 6, you'll see, has a halo over that one. I almost don't feel like I can ask people to go to adult number 6 because you're so forgiving. You're so kind. Jesus lived his life in the adult 6. Turn the other cheek, he said. What he was saying is don't strike back with retribution. But I'm not going to say this and be derogatory. It's just a fact. All the Israelis and the Iranians aren't Christian. So they don't know how to think that way, I guess. The whole world is praying that y'all will settle down and come up with a better way to deal with your differences besides trying to kill each other like gang members. Oh, the other gang, they took over some of our territory where we were selling our drugs, so we're going to go over there and start shooting a bunch of them. Aren't the leaders of these countries more mature than that? Aren't they above that kind of behavior? Evidently not. Putin wasn't above it at all, but he's offered to mediate between the two. He knows about psychological underpinnings of attitudes and feelings and needs, so he can mediate that almost like a family therapist or a couples counselor. We've seen it all now. We've seen it all. And all we can do is pray every day for these grown men to, yes, I'm going to say it, grow up. You're not 13 anymore. Well, he got into my territory. He said he was going to talk to my girlfriend, so I pulled out a gun. It's like, oh, man, guys, come on. To all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day. I hope you have a great relationship with your kids. But when you go back and read Alice Miller's books, you'll see Hitler had a terrible father. You'll see Stalin had a terrible father and other family members. You'll see Nietzsche, who had terrible family members. His father was pretty good, but he died young, and so he was abandoned, not on purpose, by his father, and so that's what twisted him around, but mostly the very inappropriate, unhealthy, trouncil, the U stands for unhealthy. You can see it right there. There it is, Trauncil, unhealthy communication. And so poor Nietzsche was all twisted around. Just read Alice Miller's book. I think it's for your own good. How do I inspire parents? Putin's family could not have been good. How do I inspire parents to read the parenting books, to watch the videos online, to go to parenting classes, and if nothing else, go into a family therapist's office like I have right here, who is well trained in healthy parenting, and let them guide you and teach you healthy communication skills. And you won't believe the miracles that will happen. The kids will grow up and grow healthy, and that's what you want. Okay? Thank you for tuning in. This is Dr. Cedric Wood, and I'm looking forward to talking to you again next time. Take care.